What's up, guys? It's Naruto back here with another video. And in today's video, of course you know by the title, I'm going to be giving my opinions and not match card predictions, but kind of Survivor Series team predictions. I'm going to be going through how I feel about NXT against SmackDown against Raw. That's the kind of storyline going into Survivor Series this year. So, let's get down with the video. So, I don't think this was supposed to happen. As you know, it was SmackDown Live was scheduled. I need to stop saying SmackDown Live. But SmackDown was scheduled to have so many of its talent. They already had matches made that were made the week before. But SmackDown was trapped in Saudi Arabia. Of course, it has gone around that it was planned from like the Saudi Arabia, like the higher people up, that they actually trapped the SmackDown superstars there. So if you want to go find out how that happened, there's plenty of videos on YouTube. I will not be explaining that. But since that happened, NXT actually invaded SmackDown. Stars such as Shayna Baszler, Tommaso Ciampa, Adam Cole, The Undisputed Era, Bianca Belair, Matt Riddle, Keith Lee. It was a bunch of stars that invaded, and now we're getting, like I said, NXT against SmackDown against Raw. So I don't think this was supposed to happen, but I think we're all glad that it happened. Next thing I'm gonna say, is I wonder when they're gonna invade Raw. I know that they had, a bunch of superstars like, Dijakovic. They had, Shayna had like a interview with, Shayna had an interview with Becky, like they're face to face. But we have not had NXT fully raid Raw. We've only seen them raid SmackDown, like I said they did on the SmackDown after Crown Jewel. So I wonder when they're gonna do a big raid on Monday Night Raw, because we haven't seen that yet, and I hopefully they actually do one, because I'm just seeing them go after the SmackDown talent, and you know Raw is there too. They got way more talent than SmackDown, so that could be a good show if they do raid, and I think they're gonna raid tonight on the Manchester, or should I say the UK episode of Monday Night Raw. So I think that's going to happen tonight. So, now we're going to get to the Survivor Series teams. So, I think we're going to have Team Raw against Team SmackDown against Team NXT, and they're all going to be surrounded at the ring. I do not know how they're going to do this in the ring, which side is going to go where, but I just don't know. But, of course, we're going to know, I should say we already know all of the SmackDown women's team. We know who's the team captain on the Raw men's team, which is, of course, Seth Rollins. And by the end of the night tonight, we are going to know all the members of the men's Team Raw Survivor Series team. But I'm just going to go through who I think are going to be on the teams. So first, we're going to start off with the men's Raw team. Of course, we know Seth Rollins. He's going to be the team captain. And to join him tonight is going to be Randy Orton, Drew McIntyre, Andrade, and Kevin Owens. I picked those 5 superstars because I just think they are the top people in or on Monday Night Raw that don't have other storylines. Like, I would have put Ray, but he's already going after Brock Lesnar for the championship. Oh, wait. And let me get to that as well. You know what? I'm going to get to that after I do my predictions for the teams. So, those are my predictions for the Raw teams. So, now to SmackDown. I think Roman is going to be the team captain. I was switching between King Corbin or Roman, but I just picked Roman as the team captain. But it's going to be Roman Reigns, King Corbin, Dolph Ziggler, Braun Strowman, and Robert Roode. I think that those are going to be the 5 men because Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler did interfere in Roman Reigns and King Corbin's match on Friday. So I think that that's going to earn them a spot on the team. Braun Strowman, because who wouldn't want to have Braun Strowman on their team? And now SmackDown finally has him on their brand, so I think they should put him on their team. And Corbin, just because he's king, and I think he'll put himself on that team. I did not pick Shorty G or Ali. I don't know. They just don't seem like they would be on the team. Maybe they could be, but in my predictions, I do not think they're going to make it on the team. But Team NXT, I think this is kind of like dream NXT team, because NXT not only has themselves, but they also have NXT UK that they could utilize. We've seen them being utilized with Imperium. But let me get to Team NXT. So I think Adam Cole is going to be on the team captain, and you'll know why I picked him as a team captain later on in the video. We have Matt Riddle, Walter from NXT UK, Pete Dunne, which is kind of both NXT and NXT UK, and Tommaso Ciampa. I picked these 5 superstars because I think they are the top 5 superstars on NXT and NXT UK. I did not pick Finn Balor or Johnny Gargano because I think they're going to have maybe like a no disqualification match, or they're going to have something with them that will prevent them from being in the Survivor Series match. So now we move on to the Survivor Series women's team. Of course, this is Raw, SmackDown, and NXT. So let's get down who's going to be on the team. So first, we're going to start off with Raw. I think Charlotte Flair is going to be the team captain for Monday Night Raw, because she is probably one of the most she's like the top female on Raw besides Becky. Becky's already in a match, so I think Charlotte is going to take that responsibility of being team captain. And I think to join her is going to be Natalya, Asuka, Kairi Sane, and this leaves one more spot for a woman that is not in a tag team or not injured on Monday Night Raw. So I think this is a perfect opportunity for Liv Morgan to take up, because we haven't seen her since like July, and I think that to show her new character, I think this would be a great match for Liv Morgan to show that off. So Liv Morgan, I think, is going to be the final person on Team Raw. Next up, of course, we know the SmackDown women's team. Sasha Banks is the team captain. Then it's going to go Mandy Rose, Sonya Deville, Dana Brooke, and Carmella. They picked those all in one night. And I think is a pretty strong team. And that team could win, and I hope they win. But let's go to Team NXT. I think this is, of course, the dream team for the women's division of NXT. We have Rhea Ripley as the team captain from NXT UK and NXT, just kind of both. We have Bianca Belair, Dakota Kai, Tegan Nox, and Io Shirai. I think this is a great mix of athleticism, high flying. They all bring different stuff to the table. So I think NXT has the better teams. I just don't think that NXT is going to win the war. And you'll get to know my predictions in a video coming next week for my my Survivor Series predictions. And so, to get to the thing about the big top champions for the Universal, WWE, and NXT, I think that they're going in a complete different direction. Instead of doing that, we already know that it's going to be Brock Lesnar against Rey Mysterio for the WWE Championship. And I think that they're going to do Daniel Bryan against Bray Wyatt for the Universal Championships. So that's why I think Daniel Bryan is not going to make it on the Survivor Series team. And that leaves Adam Cole kind of doing nothing. So I think that's why they're going to make him the team captain on Team NXT. But those are my opinions and predictions on the Survivor Series teams. I don't think they're going to do the tag teams. I think that's way too many people. And plus, NXT does not have that many tag teams that could be in the match. Or maybe they do. I just don't really know who they're going to add on that match. But I just think they're not going to add the tag team match. But hopefully you like this video. My predictions video will be coming out next weekend. So stay tuned for that. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, champs.